will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Tony.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. He might want another play. Back to throw, it's Rayner. Working that left side. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DB.
He lofts one down the sideline. He's got it. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Gamecocks. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Wants to go up top on first down. Got the back over the middle. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? The first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. And the Cyclones are moving quickly down the field. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. The play-action fake. Rushes on him. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
And I tell you what, you see this a lot. Fourth down, I'm putting pressure on the quarterback. The defense brings the blitz. They have no answer. Nice job being aggressive on a big fourth down.
To the air, it's Rayner. Makes the catch. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Caught behind the line. It's Lee. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Off play action. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lee. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Tried to put a little move on him, and it didn't help much.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he heard it.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Cyclones will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Scanning the field, it's Rayner. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out. He had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. Gets it out of there for the first time today, and didn't see much of him in that loss a week ago. Called on just once. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. Using his legs, it's Lee. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. He'll pitch it. Turning it on. Touchdown, Cyclones. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
They call it the option because there's so many options on the play. There's so many things they can do. The defense did a good job taking away the quarterback, but, man, they lost track of the running back. Great blocking. Running back takes it all the way for the huge touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Stanford is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jim Plunkett, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by 11 to West Virginia. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Looking downfield, it's Rayner. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle? Finds a spot in the middle. Off and running. Touchdown, South Carolina. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, there are times a quarterback and receiver just have the unspoken language. He's lined up to the left side. He's looking down. There's nobody in the middle of the field. The quarterback kind of just winks at him and says, I'm throwing you this post. You go get it and go score a touchdown. Man, that is exactly what happened.
So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. Off the play fake on first down. Finds a man on the left. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
The Cyclones will have it 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Using his feet. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top.
Touchdown, Iowa State! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And listen, if I have a playmaker at running back like that with that kind of speed, yeah, I'm going to throw the swing to him, too. He drops back, surveys the field. He says, I know my guy can make a play, gets the ball in his hands right now on the swing. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. With the catch, it's Powell. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week. A commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Dropping back, it's Rayner. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now. If they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. Quarterback on the keeper. He steps and powers and works his way, and they finally get him down at the 2.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. On the ground. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Now the play fake. He wants it all. Touchdown, Gamecock. Fit it in the window for the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Going right to work up top. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. And the Cyclones want to move quickly. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And they can't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack tear.
Off the play fake. Fires to the right. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He'll try to take it back. He's at the and he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Gamecocks! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Townsend. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Unleashes one deep. And that one is picked up in the end zone. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession.
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
The Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now on 2nd and goal. Now on the move. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Trying play action. Here comes the heat. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. Quick strike through the air for the score. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half.
Get down here on this part of the field, and the field shrinks so much. You play so aggressive, and you're playing all eyeballs on the run, and a nice sleight of hand by the offense. Bring out the play action. He hits his guy right behind where the guys are supposed to be. They come up to play the run, out of position, touchdown for the offense.
But see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Iowa State sending the offense back out. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right now.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. If you give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. They'll run the screen. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the 2nd half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. Gives it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll run it from the gun. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Carolina, 49, Iowa State, 14.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
And the Iowa State offense will take over 1st and 10.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. To the air on first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. So now it's 2nd and long.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
The Cyclones are in the hurry-up. To the air on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's Miller. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Cyclones come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Wants to throw again. Back open in the middle. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. The Cyclones had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside give. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll do it himself. Runs through the tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to throw, it's Rayner. Grabbed over the middle, it's Powell. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. He'll keep it himself. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. The give on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting...
Lets it fly! And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down. And the Cyclones want to crank the tempo.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way.
Touchdown, Iowa State! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Iowa State.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling, and you're down by 1,000. But I like that they continue to fight.
49. Iowa State, 28.
On the move from inside his 5. Makes a move. And the returner goes down.
South Carolina Gamecocks will take over 1st and 10.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Looking to throw, it's Rayner. Working that wide receiver screen. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year.
The most frustrating thing I see in football is when teams give up and they quit and they wave the white flag. It drives me nuts. You're on the field. Your job is to stop them. It doesn't matter what the scoreboard is. It doesn't matter how much time is left. Keep fighting. Keep grinding. You never know what can happen. Maybe you get hot. Maybe you make an all-time comeback.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Heftiness coming out on the goal line. They'll try to pass their way in. And again, he gets nothing. This defense is not giving up anything on the goal line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. A field goal is not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Touchdown, Cyclones! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical 4th down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. 2 dudes on the exact same page, coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on 4th down.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Out of bounds, stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, and now they feel like they have room to operate. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, we saw the coaching staff on the sideline challenging this offensive line to end this game. They've got the lead late now, and they know they're going to continue trying to run the ball to ice it.
Wants to throw. It's Rayner. Punts it out of the air. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it and keep getting those stats.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Still on his feet at the 45. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Toss sweep right. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, and they corral the ball so they avoid the turnover, but man, did they lose a chunk of yardage. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The give to the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Man, it just means more in the SEC. And take a look at how things are playing out here. Georgia is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been sick of them since the opening kickoff.
Out of bounds, stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, and now they feel like they have room to operate. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Finds his tight end.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. Quarterback will take a knee. The defense can stop it one more time, but we are close to being all she wrote. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it.